Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull moment in crypto. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, we finally have had something come from Judge Sarah Netburn. Very interesting right now. And again, it's a win for sort of each side, which is interesting, but we'll go through all of that. And again, Johnny Deaton is predicting some outcome in this stupid lawsuit very, very soon. So we're going to go through all of that. We have updates in relation to, obviously, the crypto bull market potentially exploding this year, which is really nice as well. There are also updates in relation to Mt. Gox. And again, those people, are sitting on a pretty penny right now, just to say the least. There is also an update in relation to the SEC now taking out yet another crypto fraud, I should say, in Miami, which is interesting. So I'm going to go through everything. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get straight into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting crazy in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. Make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely rock. Also, little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money in the blink of an eye in crypto. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. And yes, there is a lot happening at the moment. And I'm trying to fix my other screen. It's like a smart TV, which is hilarious. But anyway, there is so much happening in the crypto market at the moment, guys. There's stuff literally everywhere, but I'm mainly focusing on Ripple and the case with the SEC today, because again, I honestly believe there's going to be an outcome very, very soon. Maybe, by the end of this week, and we could potentially see something by the end of the month. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's go to the community tab. And yes, Johnny Deaton. Okay, this is crazy, but I seriously doubt that we will see a significant delay from here, given the ruling that was given down today. Could be tonight or in a couple of weeks. Basically sticking to James K. Phelan, the other attorney in the United States. There's lawyers everywhere at the moment, but basically predicting that the case would have a resolution by the end of March, 31st of March, the summary judgment. Anyway, very interesting. Now, we have obviously altcoins in the portfolio that are up. And I do post these up, the full list in the Patreon as well. But Alliance Block is up 38%, which is interesting. And the whole, token drop of that one is occurring as well. I'm going to go through some updates about that. Gala's up 8.19%. Mana, Illuvium, and Phantom. Play to earn games are making a comeback. I believe that'll be in the next market. Now, let's go to Coinspot. This is where I buy my cryptos in Australia. There is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You will get $10 in the OG Bitcoin right here. And again, all the prices you see here are in Australian dollars, and everything else is set to USD because I'm catering for everybody around the world. Now, Bitcoin sitting at $33,900 AUD today. Ethereum is at 2,400, which is nice. XRP is up 2.44% to 56 cents. And I honestly believe that, given the news update from Judge Torres today, in the next few weeks, we may never see these prices again. I'm just saying, not financial advice, but I'm continuing to dollar cost average into it. You've got 88.50 cents. You've got Matic at $1.76. Doge is at 11 cents right now. Not doing that great. I mean, Elon Musk did mention that he's focused on artificial intelligence more so than crypto nowadays, which is interesting. But Solana's $31. Dot's at $9 as well. Link $10. Very bullish. XLM is at 12 cents. Aptos right here. Now my bot is doing incredibly well. Aptos right now is up 117%, looking at on my screen right here, which is really nice. So again, join the Patreon. We have Hedera at 9 cents. VeChain is at 3 cents as well. NEAR is at $3. ALGO is at 34 cents. You've got Quant at $191, up 0.59%. So not moving as high as the others. The Graph, 21 cents. Theta $1.56. You've got Axie at $13, which is nice. Moving down, Neo as well, $18. And some other favorites, of course, going down here. IOTA is a banking coin, ladies and gentlemen, 32 cents. We have AGIX. Now, I do have a bot set up in here, and it is doing quite well as well. So again, I love posting up these bots, actually. So AGIX, Singularity NET, 67 cents. Casper is sitting at 6 cents as well. And XDC up 0.19% to 4 cents as well. Definitely undervalued in my opinion. Now, let's go to Crypto Bubbles. And yes, the Wall Street Bull Patreon. I'm very bullish about this community, and I'm serious here, guys. I'm building a very serious community of investors that I can talk to on a daily basis, literally any time, which is nice. I do put up all my buys, my sells, my trades, my crypto trading bots, any news before I go live on air, obviously, making these videos, and more importantly, my dividend investments. I love showing what's basically coming in and what I'm buying and dollar cost averaging into. So guys, join up. You will not regret it. And again, I'm not selling any BS courses, to be quite honest with you. I'm not like any other YouTuber that sells courses to make money. These are actually things that I'm doing to make money for myself. And I'm showing you, and you guys can check that out and do what you will with that information. Anyway, moving on, guys. Crypto Bubbles, yes, on the day. We've got a sea of green right here. We've got GMX, 6.5% on the day, which is nice, $72. Engine, play to earn. This was one that I was going to add into the portfolio. I didn't end up getting it, but I may consider it now, obviously. But it's up 5.8% on the day, 43 cents USD, which is nice. Lido Dow, 3.5% now. Given the fact that I was trading this with a bot, I did get liquidated on it because I wasn't paying attention to it. But anyway, I may start trading this again, but maybe we'll see how we go with this one. But Lido Dow's up 3.5% on the day, $2.64. Mana, 5.6% on the day, which is nice. I do hold Mana, obviously, in the portfolio, 60 cents. This one's been pretty stagnant, as well as Sandbox, after the whole, metaverse stuff sort of phased out. If you had noticed that, it was like a hype thing, and then bang, it just died. Pretty much. Anyway, you've got XRP up 2.2% as well, 37 cents USD. Incredibly cheap in my opinion. Again, it brings back memories now looking back at Ethereum 6 years ago at 97 cents. Just blows my mind. Anyway, if there's any, seriously, if there's any positive news that comes out even more so than what, came out today, and, it's going to be absolutely wild. This will just skyrocket up in value. It's the most talked about cryptocurrency out there. Literally, it really is. More so than Doge when Elon Musk was talking about it. Now, we've got Phantom as well, 4.2%, which is nice. I do hold this in the portfolio, 42 cents. And guys, there is still incredible buying opportunities right here in front of us. Now, so obviously today, the battle between SEC and Ripple continues with the latest ruling from Judge Torres right here. So the court has now basically ruled some interesting things on both parties. All right, so basically granting some and not granting some, and granting some, not granting some. So we're going to go through that as well. But the court has now ruled on the parties' motions to preclude expert testimony from consideration at summary judgment and trial, which is interesting. Now, in the ruling, Judge Torres granted some of the motions and denied others, with neither the plaintiff nor the defendants gaining the upper hand. So it's basically like an equal sort of ruling on both parties, all right? And however, one key of the outcomes in the ruling was the exclusion of expert number one, Patrick Doody, right here, from testifying about the perceptions of reasonable XRP purchaser, which is interesting. And it is worth noting that the SEC had previously hired Doody to analyze the expectations of tokens purchasers, but that judge has now granted Ripple's motion to exclude his testimony, which again, in my opinion, is a win for Ripple. It is. The exclusion of Doody's testimony has implications for the SEC's case, as the agency has to prove that investors had reasonable expectations of profits from Ripple's efforts. Without Doody's testimony, it is unclear how the SEC will prove reasonable reliance right here, which is interesting. But Scott Chamberlain, a lawyer of Seward and Kessel, commented on the ruling on Twitter, stating that neither side got everything they wanted due to the lack of impeccable arguments. However, Chamberlain praised Judge Torres for being sharp, rigorous, and utterly impartial, which is good. That's good. But Jeremy Hogan, an attorney, legend by the way, and I put up the Batman call today because obviously to decipher all of the legal jargon coming out of that huge document today. Anyway, so following the Ripple case closely, also took to Twitter to express his thoughts on the ruling. Hogan noted that the SEC's only expert witness on the subject, reasonable expectation of profits, had been struck down, leaving the agency in a difficult position. And the exclusion of duties testimony is set back for the SEC right here, but the agency is expected to continue pursuing its case against Ripple and its leaders. Of course it is, wasting taxpayers' money. But the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple again and its senior leaders, Brad and Chris, accusing them of illegally selling securities in violation of US securities law, which is absolute BS. Now, we'll keep an eye on this, guys, because, again, there are going to be some very interesting things coming out in the next few weeks with Ripple, honestly. Now, Australia, we have some news here for us Aussies, right? But Australia to postpone implementing crypto regulations due to investor outflows, meaning money being taken out of the crypto market, which is interesting. But the Aussie authorities could set up a crypto regulatory roadmap in 2024 or 2025, believing investors are less interested in the industry. I don't think so. Anyway, the Australian Treasury will most likely delay enforcing new cryptocurrency rules for the middle of 2024 or even next year, the year after. The local government was expected to impose rules by the end of this year, last year. Some expected that authorities would rush to do so this year, especially after multiple collapses and investors' losses that undermine the security. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. The sector. My tongue is twisted. Anyway. Documents released under the Freedom of Information laws revealed that Australian government will take its time before setting comprehensive regulatory framework for the local cryptocurrency sector. The ruling body will contemplate the matter in Q2 and Q3 this year and could roll out legislation in 2024 or even 2025. And again, it's very interesting, but Treasury considers these concerns are somewhat mitigated by the current market conditions, resulting in less consumer demand for crypto assets and the need to complete the token mapping exercise to provide clarity on how the new licensing framework would operate in practice. The document reads, yeah, give it a few weeks, mate. And I tell you, if there's, again, one positive piece of news coming out from this Ripple lawsuit, bang, it's all on. It's all let's go from here. Now, Alliance Block as well. Yes, now obviously the ALBT token is no longer available, obviously. However, obviously people will be receiving the NXRA tokens. And there will be a snapshot taking place very soon for this. If not, it has already been done. But guys, check out the Medium articles right here. You can get updates in relation to this. And their whole thing here about the token distribution mechanics. And this is a supplementary article to the Alliance Block Nextra token distribution portal guide, where we detailed NXRA token information and a step-by-step guide on using the NXRA token distribution portal, which you can go on that website and register up and, you know, put your wallet on there. And I'm pretty sure that for us using Coinspot, they will support this token drop. So again, they're pretty good like that, which is good. And obviously why this analyst believes Bitcoin will blow people's minds in 2025. I agree. And with the bear market deepening and causing ups and downs in the Bitcoin market every now and then, the piecing together of significant adoption news to come up with in conclusion that maybe the bear market season was a distraction after all is something that is often overlooked. And obviously, Lark Davis, I am a fan of his channel, decided to think outside the box and piece up all major corporate adoption in order to back up his belief that it could happen following the 2024 Bitcoin halving will blow people's minds. And I agree. I think it's going to go parabolic in my opinion. There's too much adoption now. There's too many institutions, too many governments, banks wanting to do crypto. Bitcoin, for me, again, is a store of value. It's only gone up over time, and it will continue to do so as well. Now that institutions are coming into the playing field right here. But moving on, the SEC shuts down a $100 million crypto fraud in Miami. I wonder if it has anything to do with FTX. But anyway, the investment advisor allegedly committed commingled customer funds and used millions to make Ponzi-like payments. Another day, another SEC crypto crackdown case. And again, the regulator announced emergency action against investment advisor BK Coin management in connection with an alleged fraud scheme. The SEC alleged on Monday Miami-based BK Coin Management raised $100 million from at least 55 investors to plug into cryptocurrency, but instead used it to splash on luxury items and make a Ponzi-like payments. Why the frick would they do that? Anyway, management principals Kevin Kang misappropriated at least $371,000 of investors' money to pay for holidays and an apartment and falsified documents, the SEC alleged. Anyway, when stuff like that happens, you deserve it because you shouldn't be using people's money for that kind of BS. All right, it's enough. We're done with that. Cut it out, people. Playing games. Now, CryptoMeter.io, we've got money flowing into Monero, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Matic, SHIB. We've got GMX right here. Do we have XRP? Yes, we've got ANV. What else have we got here, guys? HFT, REN. And that is pretty much it. So it's nice to see XRP sitting there, which is good. Now, let's go to Twitter because this is where all the juicy information is. I'm going to quickly go through this. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Go follow me on Twitter. I do see you and thank you. 4,042 people. You're incredible. I will be giving this away live when I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. Now, again, Mt. Gox. Creditors may receive repayments from March 10 onward. 137,890 Bitcoin, valued at $3 billion. Unlock is coming soon. Mt. Gox suspended withdrawals on Feb 7th, 2014, when the price was $800. And the current price of Bitcoin is $22,408. Will creditors sell Bitcoin after receiving it? Holy moly, that is going to send a ripple through the crypto market for sure. So keep an eye on that. The next Bitcoin halving is not far away, of course. SEC files again emergency action against BK Coin for a $100 million crypto fraud scheme. And Bybit partners with MasterCard to launch debit card, which is really nice as well. Coinspot does have a debit card. I do have it. I have not used it. But again, I think it's beneficial because if you're trading cryptos and you want to use, like, for example, USDT, that's incredible as well. And also the bots that I do have set up on the Patreon, links below, do have the ability to withdraw profits whilst keeping the bots continuing to trade, which is nice. So again, buy low, sell high. It's awesome. Go check it out. And again, that's why I started these. I've actually got seven of them set up at the moment. All right. Kraken's chief legal officer says that the exchange plans to launch its own bank, which is nice. MasterCard launches Bitcoin card in the EU and the United Kingdom. Imagine if that happened in the United States. Gary Gensler would be all over that. And Riz, I believe Judge Torres will do the right thing according to the law and not stand next to these three clowns. I agree. Johnny Deaton, bullish as anything, guys. I seriously doubt that we will see a significant delay from here. It could be tonight or in the next couple of weeks. Nice. Now, today was a good day. Now, this is a whole group of legends right here. And again, Mickle, Fred Rispoli, Jeremy Hogan, Riz. You've got Tim right there. I see you guys, Bill Morgan as well. I see you guys on Twitter every day, but have a listen to this conversation because I wasn't present in this a couple of hours ago because I was in a meeting. Have a listen to this.
Going to be set up. She does make a few references where, you know, hey, this is something that really is going to be hotly contested that I think would preclude summary judgment. But more in line with what Jeremy's saying, she did make a lot of also side comments like, I'm really going to be narrowing this down. And you don't have a lot, as Jeremy said, to hang your hat on, SEC. Like, this is going to be set up where it's going to be hard for you to win. And, you know, again, that could be, not only is that legally correct, but that's also her telegraphing, you know, you can still settle this on some more favorable terms to you, SEC, if you really want, but your time's running out.
So, Jeremy,
since Fred said the S word, Fred said the S word about me. You know, that did cross my mind as well. You know, oftentimes judges will kind of telegraph how things might go, and that's kind of the wink, wink, nudge, nudge to one side or the other to say, if you don't want it to go that way, maybe it's time to start talking to the other side. But I didn't say it, Fred did.
Legends, guys. Love your work. Keep it up. Now, obviously, guys, and you know, that's just an indication there that, you know, the sides should start to talk here. Who knows if a settlement could occur? I don't know. But the SEC is playing hardball, of course. And they're a bunch of clowns, to be quite honest with you. The way they're behaving is childish. Cut it out. Now, Johnny Denton right here. They literally asked the judge to revoke my amicus status over my motion, asking permission to file amicus briefing challenging this so-called XRP holder expert. These Ivy League SEC lawyers aren't the best poker players, I take it. Very interesting right here. Now, Scott Chamberlain, again, this is a good tweet, right? But neither side gets everything it asked for because neither side had impeccable arguments for everything it wanted. What leaps out is how sharp, rigorous, and utterly impartial Judge Torres is. So again, she's taking a third-person perspective from this and looking at it from the outside. So again, that's a good thing in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. And yes, Johnny Deaton basically says, best point of the day. That's true. And this is hilarious, but the SEC is making SHIT up as it goes regarding anything in crypto. In the Ripple XRP case, they argued Hinman's speech was a personal opinion. They did do this, all right? Not guidance. When the judge ordered the emails discoverable, they flipped and argued it was guidance from the corporation finance. Absolute BS. This just goes to show they're a bunch of clowns. Anyway, America's first nuclear-powered Bitcoin mining farm goes online in Pennsylvania. I actually have family in Pennsylvania, which is really nice as well, just to put that out there. So that's nice. Nuclear is intense. And, of course, we've got Jeremy Hogan here, legend, mate, and we're going to end up on this. But the SEC has to prove that you had reasonable expectation of profits from Ripple's efforts. And the judge just struck the SEC's only expert witness on that subject. So now, how the heck can the SEC prove reasonable reliance? Who will testify? Just thinking out aloud. And then basically says, well, I hate to answer my own question, but apparently the judge thinks that Expert 3's opinion as to Ripple's incentives, right, in actions to influence XRP's price is relevant to the issue of reasonable expectation of profits, but seems fairly weak source to me. Keep an eye on this, guys. There's going to be a lot of bullish news coming up very soon. And again, I'm still dollar cost averaging. Again, because Ripple not only making moves internationally, they will, continue to succeed overseas, regardless of what happens in this case. Now, 1.02 trillion, 32 billion in, obviously, in 24-hour volume. We've got 42% BTC, 18% Ethereum, and 22,781 cryptocurrencies. I wonder if Gary Gensler is going to have the time to go after all of them. I doubt it. But anyway, these are the altcoins up in my portfolio. Again, I post these up in the Patreon every day in the morning. I wake up freaking very early, just saying. But where my money's going is the banking coins. Everyone should have a banking coin list, just saying. This is the ideal portfolio for where the real money is going, all right? I'm not going to go through all of them, but here they are. Take a screenshot. Anyway, XRP, guys, there's some bullish news coming out. And again, I would love to see this soar 6,000% in 24, 48 hours after a positive outcome in this case. How nice would that be? That would be just ridiculous. But anyway, that is it for today, guys. Very nice to see that there is progress in the case. There is progress happening every single day here, guys, and we are making moves and we are all going to grow together, which is nice. All right. And again, I'm out, so I'll speak to you all tomorrow. And make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. The links are below. Join the Patreon. Again, I'm looking at my screen. It's actually really, really nice to see the gains. Biggest gainer in the crypto trading bots is 351.78% right there on Chili's. Freaking mind blown. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a good night. Peace out. Bye.